I learned to not show the label. Do I ask you how much you want?
물어봐? 아.
So I pour, right? Because
Okay.
I'm older than you. All right. Oh. Oh. Okay.
Hi. Hi.
Whoa. Look.
Hi, Sam.
How are you?
Good.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, nice to see you.
We want to walk out into the world as Penn State students and be competitive in a global market. You don't know things like who these guys are, you're not going to compete in the world that is emerging. You just are not. It's a different world.
Good.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, nice to see you.
Oh, look at you. Oh.
Yeah, this is for you.
Oh,
You need
okay.
to
Okay.
Try to somek.
Oh, you know, I'm learning. I have learned how to pour soma.
Okay,
So.
okay. Have you ever tried to somek?
I have tried it, but I'm learning all of the special ways to pour it. Like, for example, I learned that I'm older than you are, so I should pour it for you.
This
I
is the
learned to
matter.
not show the label to you.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Show you something. This is
this I
special.
don't know.
Yeah, this is a special cup for somek. Yeah, it is kind of a recipe how to make a somek. Okay, this is only this. We're gonna pour soju this much. Okay, this. Or this much is a little bit stronger than this.
And then if it's this much, that's what Koreans
Yes,
do, right?
right.
This is for Americans, that's for Koreans.
What about which line you gonna choose?
Well, it's 4 in the afternoon, so I think I'll do just the lowest line. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this is beer and soju.
Awesome.
So what kind of soju did you ever tried?
You know,
This is a Chillo.
I don't think I have tried this.
So you
So
can't-
I pour, right? Because
Okay.
I'm
You're
I'm
older than
you.
me.
All right.
Okay.
And when I
make
pour,
funny.
if I'm pouring, do I ask you how much you want, or do I just decide? Like, what is custom?
일반적으로는 얼만큼 소주를 부어드릴까요? 이렇게 물어봐 요새? 물어봐? 아, they said yes. Yeah.
I
yeah.
ask you.
Yeah.
All right. How much? What line would you like?
What line? Just switch.
Okay. So
Okay.
watch. So I'm holding the label, so you can't see it, right? I'm supposed to do that.
Wow. Oh my God.
Well, you didn't know
You know
that.
too-
Wait, I'm
you
teaching
know
you
too
about
much.
soju.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I pour mine. Then I pour mine, right? Oh wait. Yeah. Okay. I pour mine. See? Oh. So this much beer.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
American college students, if they discovered soju, this would be all the rage, because they just drink to get drunk.
And then,
Oh, teach me how to do this.
yeah, like this. It's very easy. Oh no. No, I don't think so. Maybe
All right.
this one will be better.
Oh.
This is mine. Ah, no.
Look at that.
Okay. Oh,
Oh, there we go. You know, I've never had soju at 4 in the afternoon.
but it is okay. Can you see that? Can you imagine that? What is this one? This is really good fit for somek. This is food. You can smell it. Okay.
Ooh. Okay.
You said
That's
you
good.
said chimek. Okay.
Chimek.
Chimek means chicken and beer.
Okay.
Chimek.
Chicken and beer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chimek.
Okay. This one.
Oh.
chimek.
Oh. Okay.
오케이. 왜 이렇게 많이 시켰어? 먹고 죽겠다. 이건 또 뭐야? 아, 기름 떡볶이. 자, this is full set for a beer party.
And is the Coke?
Coke.
Do you drink Coke with soju?
It's up to you. You don't drink any drinks, then yeah, you can drink a Coke. But we are going to drink beer and somek. Okay. So could you open this?
Yeah.
Okay. This is you can try all kinds of flavor.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, that's amazing.
This is wow. Looks good.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
And this is another kind of chicken. Wow. This is 기름 떡볶이.
It smells so good. This is why people love Korean food, because of the smell and the taste. This is what.
This, could you try this one first?
This one?
This one? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want sauce? Yeah. This is a little bit.
This
what
is
was
sweet
it?
and spicy.
Okay. Here we go. You ready?
Yeah. And beer. Good?
Oh,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
if I lived here, I would be much
Yeah,
larger than I
right.
am. My stomach would look like this. Wait, we have to do a toast.
Okay.
Yeah? You know what I learned? That I'm the elder. I'm older, so my glass has to be up above yours, right? Am I right? Is that how it works?
Where did you learn?
Or is that, you know why? Because I had soju with one of my students, and he made sure that he followed all of the right protocols, because he was really a responsible, thoughtful, because I'm his professor. And so he made sure that he followed everything, so.
여기서 잠깐, wait a minute. 나이 든 사람이 윗사람보다 술잔을 위로 하는 게 맞아? 그렇게
사람이 위로.
아니 그러니까 이렇게 이게 맞아? 그렇구나. What about I would do like
There we
this?
go.
이렇게. No. No. 안 돼? 안 돼? 진짜? 오케이. Wow. Oh my God, it's amazing. I learned from
How
you.
do you say cheer? What do you say in
짠.
짠?
짠.
짠. Okay.
Like 짠.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
It's
So-
a little bit sweeter than original beer.
Very good. Very good.
It's called honey beer.
Honey beer? Oh, when you make it with soju.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh wait, no, you're supposed to pour for me.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
Okay, you finish it off. All right.
Like this.
It's like that.
Yeah.
You're older.
Oh yeah, you
You're
have to.
older. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. 짠.
짠. Okay. How does
Okay.
that taste?
It's good.
It's good.
It's very smooth. I'm telling you, this. I don't know why American college students haven't learned about and fallen in love with soju. It's the perfect alcohol for them. That's very good. You know what else I learned? So my student, when he, this is how we drank. When he would take a drink of his soju, he would do this. He wouldn't look at me. I felt like, at first I felt like I was doing something wrong because he kept turning away, and then he said it was respect.
짜잔. Green onions. You're gonna
Why
put
green onion? What does
with
green
the
onion do?
Chicken. It's another.
It
tasty.
balances it
Yeah.
out. You know what I have not learned? I have not mastered putting things like green onions in my mouth with chopsticks. So what do?
You can say it. Wow.
Is that okay?
You need to make some chicken too. Together.
This is what I mean about
that's-
Korea. You know,
Right, right.
it's really good. And then here,
Yeah. And then talk.
I really like it.
Yeah.
You know, I have been here for 5 days, and I have yet to have a meal that I didn't. Every meal I had, I wanted to go back and have the same meal, and I don't because I keep having different things. Okay.
This one.
All
Little
right.
hot.
Okay, this is hot. Well, say, what do I eat with the hot food?
Something like sweet and salty. They go together.
Is this chicken the same as this chicken? Like this one? This is so good. How am I doing with chopsticks?
Wow, 정말 perfect. Yeah.
And they're really difficult. You know, these are really
It is
hard.
much easier
Those are
than that.
easier.
Yeah.
But they're hard. But luckily you brought me that gift. And so I've been using these. Because I thought that, okay, in Korea they must use a lot of metal chopsticks. So I've been practicing so that I could do it when I got here.
Okay, I'm gonna test.
Thanks to you.
Can you? Did
All right.
Okay.
No.
You're gonna pick 10 beans.
So we're gonna time it.
Oh my God. And what do? I eat them? Eat them?
Yeah. Okay.
No, okay, I got this.
3, 2, 1. Okay, go. Wow. Super. Okay. Wow. 18.
I think the American could beat Koreans at this.
Oh yes. Yeah.
Oh, we're
yeah.
gonna try.
Ready enough to become.
It would have been 16 seconds, but I picked two at the same time, and I thought that was cheating, and so I had to put it back.
18 seconds. 18 seconds. Okay.
All right, I'm watching.
Okay. Ready?
Set. Go.
Go.
Oh, okay, hang on.
얼마?
16 seconds.
All right.
I'm gonna give you a second chance. Okay?
All right, okay.
Okay.
I think I got it. This time I'm gonna take a drink of soju to build my nerves.
Ah, okay.
So here we go. You ready? This
Perfect.
is my last little bit.
Okay.
All right, I'm ready. Now I know what it is. I know the time I have to do. So I think I'm ready.
Okay. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, start. Okay. Wow. Faster than before. Okay. Right.
Oh!
17 seconds.
17 seconds. Yeah.
It was that one that I dropped.
Yeah, one second.
It was turned in the bowl in a way that was difficult to pick up. So, but that's okay. This is really awesome. The flavors and just the balance of the different foods. It really is. It's unique. I will say I have traveled the world. I have tasted food in many dozens of countries, probably 100 countries in terms of restaurants and so on. And I will say Korean food is really unique, and it's
How many
very good.
countries have you traveled?
About 50. There are a few really unique things about. Now I know. Can I speak into the camera here? Koreans, you may not think this, but I have traveled in many countries, and I am amazed by the kindness of drivers. And you know, you have this idea that MK, the drivers here, the people are honking their horns. I heard one horn. That was today when we were in the car. I heard one horn. And so I know every person who I've said this to, every Korean has said, no, Koreans are crazy. And I said, you haven't traveled the world enough. Every place is crazy. You were very considerate. And so there are some really interesting things about this country that and I think that says something about the temperament and about the people of Korea.
So this is your first trip to Korea.
First trip.
First trip to Korea. But you've been wanting to, travel to Korea for the last 10 years.
No, since I was 24 years old. Really? When I was 24, I met a Korean. I was studying with a Korean young man.
Who was the first man you met Korean?
First Korean. And he and his wife invited me for dinner. And they cooked chicken.
Really?
And some
chicken?
other foods.
Okay.
And when I ate that, I said, this is the best food I've ever had. And in my mind, then they started teaching me about Korea, and I started reading about Korea and all the different pieces about the culture and society. And back then it was a dictatorship, so I was studying politics, so I was really interested in that. And from that day, I said, Korea would be a really interesting place to visit. Then I went to study for my PhD, and I had 3 Korean grad students. 2 were my office mates. And so we talked about Korea all the time. And then they would share Korean food, and then I got really interested in Korea. But I was a Latin American studies person, so I didn't have any time to go to Korea. And so I never did. So it took me 35 years to get to Korea. And since that time, everything I could read about Korea or videos or films, I would do that. But I was studying the whole world. The whole world is my palette. So, I'm always thinking about every country. I've been to Ukraine, I've been to Russia, I've been all over. But always in my mind, I would read things and think about Korea and have this idea that I would one day come back to Korea. And that moment that I woke up and I heard that story about BTS, and I said to my class, now's the time. I got to talk about Korea. And I walked in my class and I said, how many of you know BTS? And what do you know about Korea? And no one knew anything. And I said, okay. I had been studying Korea for 30 years, but not formally,
Studying about Korea for 30 years?
30 years
Wow.
I've been thinking about Korea. I've been since that first meal that I had. And that's when I started in my class talking about Korea. Because I had talked about Korea 10 years earlier, but just here and there. But this was the time when I really started talking about Korea. So I've been thinking about it for a long time. And it all started with chicken.
Wow. So you went to Dongdaemun Market yesterday? Many people recognize you in the street. Okay?
Yeah.
So how is that?
So people have been telling me, hey, people in Korea know you. They know who you are. No, me. They've been saying, Sam, people know you. And especially the video with you. And they say, people will recognize you. Chris said, people are going to stop you in the street. They're going to know. And I said, no, come on, that's not.
But it happened.
But it happened.
Yeah, it happened.
And it has happened many times.
Many
I walk
times.
past people and I see them looking at me.
Oh, yeah.
And they keep looking as they're walking past.
Really?
And they're trying to figure out, do I know this guy?
Oh.
Yeah. It's fun. I feel honored that Koreans would watch my videos and listen to my words. And then when they want to take a picture with me or something, it's like, it's amazing. Come on, you know that. People must see you in the streets sometimes and they want to take a photo or At Penn State, when I was I've always been students know me, right? So they see me and they say, hey, Sam, on the other side of the street. Sam Richards, hey, Sam, how are you? I'm in your class. Hey, great. Nice to see you, that kind of thing, right?
Okay.
So I walk across campus, and every couple of minutes, someone will say, hey, Sam, hey, whatever. Today, no one says anything.
No one says anything.
No, they don't. They never say anything. It's a distance. It's like there's a certain level of something that I'm at, that they keep their distance because it's like they don't want to invade my privacy or something. And I'm wondering for you if you have that experience, that the more people know you, the more they ignore you. You know, they take, like maybe take photos. You don't know people are taking photos of you, but they are. You know, I see that. I watch somebody. So do you have that experience?
Yeah, I had many experience. Many people recognize me when I go to the supermarket, when I go to the maybe airport or something. Then they recognize me, and then they run to me, and then they ask me take a pictures or because you know my fan of me, they think I'm like their sister. Or mother. I think they feel very close to me. Yeah. Not professor, but in today, the many Korean people, you are the professor of the Penn State University, and it's cultural differences, right? Many American students, just like equal. They treat like equal.
No, my students call me
professors
Sam.
And students. Just Sam.
They Sam.
We don't say Sam.
No, nobody here would say
Sam.
Sam.
Or Professor. You know, that is why many people said you are a very brave woman because you gave a speech in your class. People said that you are very brave because even if you speak English very well, then in front of 800 students, then giving a speech, it's very difficult, even if they've been living in the United States maybe for 10 years. In 10 years, this is another thing. So, you know, that this video clip view has almost 5 million views right now.
That's amazing.
That's amazing. Many people think, I encouraged them, maybe elderly people or over 60s, 50s and 60s, they think, okay, we are too late to start something. But my video clip, even if she is over 65, then she's decided to study English, and then she can make a great speech. Not great, but great speech.
It was really good. It's so confidence.
That scene, that scene. That one picture, Kim MK, she giving a speech in front of many foreigners. That's one picture encouraged many people. That's one picture. So that was amazing.
Hey, listen. This is what we all need. We all have something for which we need encouragement to go further, to take a risk. Right. We don't have to be success. Success may be just me being able to get 10 beans. That's it. That's success. It doesn't matter, you know. And sometimes we think that we have to be experts, but if you're not willing to fail, you'll never become an expert.
You're right.
I have failed so many times as a speaker. In my class, it's terrible. It's embarrassing, but it's okay. I go back and I do it again. So this is awesome. Thanks. I'm so happy that I met you.
I think maybe if we never met 3 years ago, maybe you would never have been here today.
No, I wouldn't be here. No, I know that I wouldn't be here. My videos would have taken off I would keep talking about Korea and they would take off. But, there was something about meeting you that said, I needed to meet somebody in Korea who I said to myself, and Lori said, let's go there because this person is a really interesting person who's inspiring, and we can go see that person, this is you, right? And then we can have someone to connect with on the ground. We never had anybody. So, we were coming 2 years ago. We bought our plane tickets. We had everything. We were ready to come. And then COVID stopped it. So, I would not be here in Korea, for sure. Remember we talked about nunchi?
Yeah, 눈치.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was great. Now, so I want to say this.
Okay.
So I'm the professor, and what you do is you put a word on the slide like nunchi, and then you explain what it is, right? And when you were in class that day, that was the first day I was going to talk about nunchi, because I was going to say, hey, let's talk about this.
I was nervous.
And you couldn't explain it. You said, oh, that's really difficult, right? Remember that? And
yeah.
you were and I said,
What did I say?
this is a really difficult thing, even in Korean. And I thought, how is it difficult? I just read the description of it. And I'm like, that seems pretty clear. And you said, no, it's actually very complex. And that is when I said, this is why I think Korea is so fascinating. Because you can't describe it. You can't hold it in your hand. Even a word like nunchi, you can't, it's not clear. It's
not clear.
And so
Right.
therefore, that's the mystery of it all, right? And that was a moment for me that actually opened me to say, oh, you got to dig further into Korea because you think you understand and you don't. And I went, okay, professor. That was a learning moment. That word right there. Like today, I was thinking, before I went up on the stage, I said, okay, gather your nunchi. Where's your nunchi? Where are you? Here. You know?
You're gathering
How is it?
somebody's nunchi,
Yeah.
nunchi.
Nunchi level, it's like
Okay.
soju level. You know, is it here, here, right?
You know what happened in Palace the other day? You know, like
Yeah.
nobody wanted to be the first one to.
Yeah.
어디?
Yeah.
And
어디서?
that was like in Gyeongbok Palace.
Nunchin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, who's gonna be the first, right?
Yeah.
But they're not saying it.
That's all right.
what
That's
makes it
cool.
awesome.
And then you get this American that just comes in and whips off the mask and says, I'm here. I'm here. When there's no nunchi at all.
Yes.
It's just like, yeah, we got it. Can I teach you something else about
Okay.
pouring alcohol in Korea?
Okay. 너무 많이 배웠어 알코올을.
I think I'm right.
Okay.
I might be wrong. I might be remembering wrong. I'm the elder, so I always have to pour for you. After the first time, I think I remember that you can pour for me. But maybe as the elder, I always have to pour for you first.
And then after first time, then I'm gonna pour.
You can pour for me.
Okay.
You can start. Don't I always have to start the first time? Is that true? With the elder?
시작해야 돼요. 먼저.
나는 술을 몰라.
So you have to do this? What is this?
Like this.
Elder.
이렇게.
If you pour for the elders,
If you pour for the elders? Ah, awesome.
짠.
Jan.
So could you say hello to our viewers, MKTV?
Hello, viewers of MKTV. Thank you for viewing and being part of this conversation. Thank you. 구독, 좋아요, 눌러
주세요.
주세요.
Okay.
주세요.
Okay.
주세요.
주세요. Great. Thank you so much.